Good afternoon, judges. We are Team DivFlow from IIIT BICD. Today we are addressing problem statement 2, which is land registry system based on blockchain. We are here to solve a crisis which affects millions of landowners across the country, the inefficiency and low opacity in the land registry system. Let's look at the current reality. India's current land registry system isn't just slow, it's broken. We have identified four major pain points. The first is the slow registration process. Second is the poor transparency. Third and the most shocking is the litigation avalanche. And the fourth is the administrative disconnect. Our website DivFlow solves the problem using this workflow. We have four main pillars, which are our four smart contracts: users.sol, transfer of ownership.sol, properties.sol, land registry.sol. This all four smart contracts are written in Solidity. These are being deployed on Base Evolia using Alchemy as the node provider. Why we choose Base Evolia? Because it is EVM compatible, it has low gas fees, it has easy bridging, and it is optimism stack powered. After the deployment is done, the deployer becomes the admin. Now we will see how the admin functionality works. Let's start with the governance layer, which is admin. Let me connect the MetaMask wallet to the admin. You can assume admin as the head of all department. Admin is the only entity that can authorize the land inspector and the revenue employee. The land inspector is our eyes on the ground. They verify the physical location and boundaries. The revenue employee is our eyes on the records. They verify that land taxes are paid and legal status is clear. Let us assign both the inspectors using their location ID and department ID. Let me assign the revenue employee first using their department ID. After confirming the transaction get successfully, we have assigned the revenue employee. Now let me assign the land inspector using their location ID. Both the inspectors are successfully assigned. We have also taken care of the edge cases. We can't assign two employees for a particular location and department ID. If we try to do so, a warning will pop up and also a assigned employee can't be assigned again to a different location. Let me show this. Like we can't assign 709 because this will pop up a warning that we have already assigned at this particular department ID. Also, we can't assign a particular employee again. This will pop up error, which will be this wallet is already assigned to department 709. So this is how we have built a three-layer trust architecture. This overall system also aligns with the current Indian government land registry system. Now let us see the seller's journey.
So let us start with the seller journey. Let's connect the seller's MetaMask wallet. Now, I really want you to focus on this. Most Web3 apps just ask for a wallet connection. We don't. We realize that land ownership requires real-world identity. So we integrated user registration system in our website. The first time when user logs into our website, they are required to register first. And we are not just taking random numbers. Let me show you by filling the required details. So first, as a seller, we will want to sell land, and uh, let's add first name and last name. So now we come here. Firstly, if we enter invalid PAN number, we can see that error pop-up showing up. So let me just enter invalid PAN number to showcase this. So you can see that invalid entry, this is invalid entry. And if I just change it to this, it will become a valid entry. And also now this is the most important part. Uh, we are taking the Aadhaar number using the UIDAI's approved warehouse checksum algorithm, which validates whether the return number is valid Aadhaar number or not. So this brings more only authentic users to our website. So let me just type a valid Aadhaar number so that we can see this in working. So you can see this is a valid Aadhaar number and warehouse check passed. But if I even change slightly a number, single number even, it will become an invalid Aadhaar. So it actually checks for if a return Aadhaar number is real or not. And if we enter mobile number, and we can proceed with sending OTP. Also, we have handled the edge case that when a user tries to register with a already registered Aadhaar number or PAN number, an error pop-up will appear saying this Aadhaar or PAN number is already registered. We are using demo OTP verification system for now, but for higher production scope, we are planning to integrate Setu or Shortpass APIs. This scales our identity layer to full UI compliant eKYC. So if I register, here MetaMask is opening up, and we can confirm the transaction, and the user has successfully registered, and they are on registration. They are directed to that. Now I want you to show some technical things which are going under the hood. First is the IPFS. We are using Pinata as our pinning service. Now, if we take a look at the file that is stored in Pinata, so you can see that user profile.json has appeared, and we can see that we are not just storing the raw data, it is actually encrypted using AES algorithm. And if we go and see what is stored in the on chain on the block, we can see that we registered 42 seconds ago, and can click on more details and see that this input data is hashed using KK256 hashing algorithm. Now we will see how seller registers land in our website. After the seller clicks register new land button, they are redirected to the land registration form. The user needs to enter property name, and after that they need to write a description about the property. They can write simple features and click the enhance AI button to automatically improve the description. After that, we have to select property area on the interactive map by making polygon around our property boundaries. After the selection is done, the area is calculated automatically, and then using reverse geocoding, location ID, revenue ID, and address are also filled. After this, the user is asked to add cover photo and the deed of the property and up to 5 additional photos of their choice. After that, we click the registration button. Once the registration is done and the transaction is made, this data is safely stored in IPFS and the user is redirected to the dashboard. Once the land is registered, it shows up on the dashboard. We can also see the tag requests on our land using the tag request page, where we can see the wallet address of the PIC of our land and revenue. We can also use the wallet address to chat with them using the global chat page.
Now we will see how land inspector verifies a land. Firstly, he enters the location ID he is assigned to. After that, he can see all the lands being registered by sellers on that particular location. The land inspector verifies all the details about the land, check the deed of the land, and also verifies the user detail using decryption method. After seeing the details, he verifies the seller and confirms that he owns that land. After all check, he verifies the land and through the second tab, we can view the history of land inspector using the view button, which will lead us to Etherscan of base Sepolia testnet. And through the global chat, he can message the seller and tell him about the progress of the land.
After verification, seller's dashboard looks like this, and seller can go to the price checker page where he can decide the best price for his land. This feature is implemented using CoinGecko API. Now returning to dashboard, the seller puts a sell request which goes to the revenue employee.
Now we will see how the revenue employees work. But before that, I want to discuss about a problem that we addressed earlier, the administrative disconnect. We have solved this problem by showing the same on-chain data to both the staff members. As you can see, all the details are same as we have seen in the land inspector. Verifying all the land taxes and legal aspects using the PAN number of seller, the revenue employee verifies the land.
Now we will see the buyer's perspective. Firstly, any citizen can come to the website and can explore marketplace without connecting the wallet. In the marketplace, buyer can see the specific land details of the property. He can see all photos uploaded by seller and can see a location of property on map. and he can see several other details about property. Now I want you to focus on this feature as we have discussed about earlier, poor transparency of India's land registration system. This problem is solved by our website history feature. Buyer can see all details of history, when it was registered, whom it was verified by, when the ownership transferred. If you want more detail about the history, he can click on view button. If he wants to see the deed and interest rate to buy the land, he has to connect his wallet and he has to be a registered personality. Using the wallet address of owner, he can chat with owner and can decide the price and can put buyer request.
Now, if we view the My Sales page of the seller, we can see multiple bids and seller can select the one that he or she desires. But before that, we can see if there is any message from any buyer. Now, going back to the My Sales page and analyzing each buyer's request, seller accepts one request and payment request goes to the buyer.
Going back to buyer's POV, here we can see in my request page that seller has accepted our request. Now we can make the payment. After the payment is completed, transfer of ownership occurs and buyer becomes a new owner of the property. And we can see the properties has been added in dashboard. We can also see the comparison of sellers before and after portfolio. This is how our whole workflow works. Hope you like it.